For 12 years, I watched my family celebrate birthdays, weddings, holidays without me. I wasn't invited. Not once. It started small, with one missed dinner, then another, until the silence became its own tradition. You see, when I left home at 19, I didn't just leave a house. I left the version of me they all expected me to be. The quiet one, the one who never talked back. But when I started my own business, when I actually made it, they said I was showing off. So I learned to celebrate alone. And for 12 years, I told myself I didn't need them. Then, last month, out of nowhere, my phone buzzed. It was my brother, the same one who hadn't spoken to me since our father's funeral. He said, "Hey, we're in town. Can we stop by?" I stared at the screen for a long time. Part of me wanted to say no. The other part whispered, "What if this is the last chance?" So I said yes. When their car pulled into my driveway, I almost didn't recognize them. Time had drawn lines on their faces, my mother's hair had gone silver, and yet they looked around like tourists. Their eyes scanned the marble floor, the high ceilings, the view of the city. My sister whispered, "You really did well for yourself." There was no warmth in her voice, just surprise. The old me would have explained, justified, tried to make her comfortable. But this time, I simply said, "Would you like some tea?" We sat at my kitchen table, 12 years of silence, sitting with us like a fourth guest. Finally, my mother spoke. "I know we hurt you," she said, "but it wasn't out of hate. It was pride. We didn't know how to face your success when we were still struggling." Her voice broke. "We thought you didn't need us anymore." That was the moment I realized all those years I thought they'd rejected me, maybe they'd just been ashamed. I stood up, walked around the table, and hugged her. It wasn't a perfect hug. It was stiff, hesitant, but real. And that's how healing begins. Awkwardly, quietly, in the spaces where pain used to live. We spent the rest of the evening talking, really talking. My brother laughed about how he used to steal my notebooks. My sister confessed she'd watched my interviews online. And my mother said, "Your father would be proud, you know. Not because of this house, but because you found peace." When they left that night, I stood in the doorway, watching their car disappear down the hill. The air felt lighter than it had in years. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It just means choosing to stop reliving the hurt. So now, whenever I host a dinner, I set an extra plate. Not out of guilt, but because sometimes the people who once shut you out are the very ones who remind you how far you've come and how much love still lives beneath the years of silence.